Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rick Godley, and we are at All Hours Fitness. I don't want to say the new facility. We're in Ruston, Louisiana. Hunter Rinicker, personal trainer here. So what do you call this building in this now growing complex of All Hour Fitness in Ruston?
Yeah, I say the new part.
We're in the new part, and matter of fact,
Exciting part.
the exciting part. All right, so it started out at 12,000 square feet, and Walker said, you know what, I think I'm going to make a 13,000, and that's where we are.
That's where we are.
All right, so Hunter is a personal trainer, but it didn't start there. Take us back to the beginning of your fitness walk, and I guess what I want to help the audience, the viewers understand, obviously you're younger demographic, and that...
Not too young.
Well, hang on, we won't go there into age, but fitness is for all ages, stages, and phases. So let's talk about your personal first step, and then we're going to get into the personal trainer.
Okay, mine was, I've always been active. I played sports and stuff throughout school, but I didn't actually become obsessed with fitness until right after I had my kid, which was in 2018. So I guess beginning of 2019, I really was like, I'm concerned with my body. I'm depressed. I hate the way that I look. I hate the way that I feel. And I need to do something about it. And so I started working out. I joined this gym in June of 2020. It was like post-COVID. Everything was closed. Planet Fitness had really weird hours. And so when this gym opened back in June of 2020, I decided I need to come up here. Mm-hmm. And so it was the nicest gym in town. And I came up here and I just fell in love with fitness.
Now, when you say nicest, I mean, that doesn't mean those 45-pound weights are nicer than the ones at another. No. It's a nice facility, but also the people. Yeah. Talk about that.
The people. Walker, which is the owner, I absolutely love. I think that he is very good at accommodating everyone. He knows when things need to change. I love change. Some people hate it. I rearrange my house all the time. My husband hates it. I love it. I love change. I can't stand to be bored. And so when I found out about this, which has been years, in the making, I was like, I cannot wait. I was telling everybody, you need to join the gym. You need to join the gym. They're like, when's it going to be done? I'm like, you need to join now. And so I love it. I think that he does a great job at accommodating everyone. He knows when stuff needs to be updated, and it's wonderful.
What little time we've had to know one another, you've told me, and I think this bears bringing out because when one becomes pregnant at a young age, you obviously, or pardon me, I shouldn't say obviously, but maybe you weren't prepared for it. And as far as the physiological changes, the psychological changes, et cetera. So let's kind of address that because you can speak and minister to others.
Oh, yeah.
Take us through that process, plus with the postpartum depression.
Yes. I think that no one is ever prepared to have a baby.
Right.
It doesn't matter how old you are. And I was 21. I wasn't, like 15 or whatever, but it just does so much to you. So much, a lot. I could get emotional talking about it, but when I started to work out is really when I was like, okay, first off, you can choose to be happy. If you feel, I always tell my clients this, I'm like, if you feel bad, and this is horrible, if you feel bad, you probably look bad. If you hate the way you feel, do something about it.
Right.
Let's do something about it. And I know that it's not all about how you look, but I say it's about how you feel. And so I know that I felt horrible about myself and I wanted to make a change. And so working out really helped me mentally, emotionally, and physically. And so I think that everybody should find something that they love to do in the gym, whether that be in the gym or at home, just doing 30 minutes a day. I tell everyone 3 to 5 days a week, you need to do 30 minutes a day of some type of physical activity. And you would be crazy. You would be mind blown with how it changes you.
Right.
It's crazy. I didn't realize it until I started working out, that it had such an impact on how you feel.
So, all right, you came in to the facility to address a physiological problem, issue that was going on, postpartum depression. But then all of a sudden you started feeling the benefits. And help me, because you obviously deal with clients of all ages and stages, that soon as you get that first response, I guess, that makes you want to do it again? Because right now, I guess inertia out there, inertia of people not wanting to take that step. Let's talk to them for you to encourage them, because good things happen.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, if anybody's feeling that way, you need to do something about it. Seek help, first of all. First and foremost, you need to seek help. But you can 100% do something about it, change, or make a change, and you will feel better. 100%.
What was the moment of clarity when it went from you working out because this feels good to like, now I'm going to help others? So it turned,
Yeah.
when did that switch go off?
I think I had been working out. It was about 6 months before I realized, I think that I actually want to help people. You know, because people started questioning me, can I work out with you? And I was not certified. And so I was like, maybe I should get certified. You know, people were encouraging me. I had a great support system. And that was a rough personal training. I mean, that's a lot of information to learn. And I was new to working out also. And so I was honestly clueless. You know, I had just been watching my husband, who knows a lot, but he doesn't know like the science and whatnot behind it, you know. And so it was a lot, but I love it. I absolutely love it.
What is, in your estimation, the biggest myth about fitness that somebody out there is? What?
My favorite is, and I mean, I don't know, whatever.
Well, pick one, pick two.
Well, my favorite thing, okay, I love core training, and I am very much a functional core person. Okay, we'll say that. Everybody thinks that your core is just your abs, your abdominal muscles, and it is 100% not. There are so many muscles included in your core. And so my favorite thing is just when people are like, you know, you see videos online, whatever, social media is like the biggest, and it says, do these 3 exercises and you will have a 6-pack. And that is, no, you will not have a 6-pack from doing these 3 exercises alone. You know, there's just so much more that goes into that. And it's hilarious to me.
Well, what you're describing too, and I think we're all guilty of this in this day and age of scrolling all the time, that we're receiving our advice from Facebook, who we don't even know, as opposed to faces of people. The human interaction is so much, it's very important.
It is, it's very important. I had a girl a few days ago text me and say, I don't have any spots available right now, but she texted me and asked if she could work out with me. And I told her that I did not have any spots available, and I'm more than willing to, you know, train her like through online. And she said, I cannot do that because I will not do that because we're not face to face. And I totally understand that. I mean, I am a hands-on learner, and, you know, I like pen and paper, and I'm hands-on. And so if I don't have that, I'm probably not going to do it either.
I call it MIA, Miracle in Action. So do you have a case, obviously, to be anonymous, of somebody who was in this state or condition, could be mental, physical, or other, and now they're this way? Who would that be, and can you describe that transformation?
I do have a client who had all of my clients, I've been very blessed to have clients who already worked out. They just needed a little bit more of a push. But I do have a client who used to have to go to the chiropractor and physical therapist multiple times a week because they had major back issues. And when I first started training them, they're a runner. And so when I first started training them, the biggest thing that I noticed was they were not strong. They did very lightweight strength training every week, which I think is the most important. The benefits of strength training, it's crazy.
Well, and when you say strong, it doesn't have to be biceps and bulges at all. No.
He was not strong. And so we started strength training 3 to 5 days a week, and we did core training 3 days a week. We have been training for 5 years now. He started with me as soon as I started training, and he has not been back to the chiropractor or physical therapist. He does not have back pain anymore, and 100% it is from core training, 100%. And he'll tell you that. And he is so much stronger than he was.
Hunter Rinicker, one final question. What would you say to the person watching this in the future to get them either out of the house, into the car, or out of the car and into the front door of Hours Fitness? And we all know that's a hard one.
That is very hard.
But it all happens between your ears, doesn't it?
Yes, and because of who I am, I'm just going to say, if you feel bad, you probably look bad. And if you want to make a change, you have to make the change. And so get out, go to the gym, find a walking partner, whatever it is that you want to do, but you got to do something. You got to do something.
Be the change you want to see.
Yep. Be the change you want to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. Please drive carefully and arrive home safely. Good night.